Hey guys, what's up and welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'll talk about a controversy which has taken this nation by a storm. That is the boys locker room controversy. And do watch this video till the end, and all the opinion which I'm stating is based on facts and research, obviously. And I'm not going to speak like a feminist or a pseudo-feminist or someone who craves for equality. I'm just going to speak like a rational human being. On Sunday, screenshots from an Instagram group called Boys Locker Room were shared by social media users. The screenshot revealed chats between a group of schoolboys from class 11th and 12th, sharing photos of underage women, followed by lurid discussion on their bodies. The group was allegedly used to share nude and morphed photographs of women as well. According to reports, the group is run by and has membership of 16 to 18-year-old boys from posh schools in South Delhi, all of whom were involved in the objectification of their classmates and other women, some as young as 14. The list of the members of group chat have also been released publicly. Booked under various sections of the Indian Penal Code and the Information Technology Act. अब यहाँ पे we should not be concerned with respect to the quantum of punishment. The greater question for consideration here is, why does the rape culture still prevail in a country like India? The answer to this question stems down to the patriarchal norms of the society, which can be dated back to the days of female feticide, and when the socially acceptable norm was that women are only good enough for handling household chores. The instances in the recent past, a very well-known politician once said that boys make mistakes. If you go and see, not only in villages but in big metropolitan cities, we often come across such comments like, रात को इतनी देर वो घर से बाहर क्या कर रही थी, उसने ऐसे कपड़े क्यों पहने, equally उसका भी consent होगा. Have also proved the patriarchal society, coupled with the cheap mentality of people, has been the main reason that rape culture still persists in a country like India. The next factor, which are equally responsible for the rise of rape culture in India, are parents and education system of this country. Why parents? Are you going to ask me? Obviously. Parents today are more busy minting money and maintaining their lavish lifestyles instead of teaching their kids the basics of moral education. The difference between right and wrong, and more specifically, the roles and responsibility of a boy in the society. Giving their children a phone at the age of 14 is not a crime, but with great power comes great responsibility. They should instill a brain in their children as to how to use a mobile and internet in a proper manner. The plight of this country is that the educated people out there today believe more in means rather than believing in their own rational judgment. The biggest example of this is the Neha Dupia scandal which happened recently. Of a moment, she said, everyone knows that a girl being with 5 boys is her choice, which became a nationwide meme. You know what? As a rational person, I want to answer to all those persons who were making those memes. To those intellectual brains, do you even understand the magnitude of the situation? Do you even get in your brains that hitting a girl is a far more serious crime than cheating with 5 boyfriends? The mentality of these boys subjecting girls to physical violence from a very young age is the main reason domestic violence still exists in a country like India. Another important factor which contributes to the rape culture in India is the fact of objectifying women. This is pretty much self-explanatory. Our legislature has enacted various laws to safeguard the interests of women in this country. To name a few, Section 498A of IPC, which specifically talks about dowry and says that a husband or in-laws could be behind bars on a single complaint of a woman. And then the prevention of women from sexual harassment at workplace. As I earlier quoted, with great power comes great responsibility. With the advent of time, these laws have been misused by women, in particular, to fulfill their personal vendetta. Now, obviously, you all are going to ask me on what basis I'm saying this. I have stats to prove it. The National Crime Record Bureau in the year 2015 came up with a statistic where over 1 lakh dowry cases were registered in this country. And you know what's surprising about it? Is that the conviction rate was just 14%. Then, in 2017, the Supreme Court, led by Justice A.K. Mishra, quoted in a judgment that majority of the complaints filed are not bona fide complaints. Understood? Non-bona fide complaints. Let's come to the year 2018, where a false case of sexual harassment was filed by a woman on her boss, wherein the court said that women cannot be held as innocent, gullible victims in every case. We all know what role social media plays in our life and how social media is used. With just one hashtag, we can reach millions of people worldwide. Nowadays, there's this extension of media trials which is known as social media trials. Now, what exactly is social media trial? A social media trial is where a group of people come up together, become judges in their own cause, and pass verdict on the basis of a screenshot or a post shared by any random person without having knowledge to its credibility. This often ends up having a disastrous impact on the person who's been labeled as an accused. The first case which comes in my mind when I hear the term social media trial is the Jaslene Kaur case. This case happened way back, where the girl Jaslene Kaur accused a guy at the Tilak Nagar red light to be passing lewd comments and threatening her. Obviously, this post on Facebook went viral, and many of the intellectuals of our country rewarded the girl with the prize of 5,000 rupees for her bravery, and the social media intellects also labeled the guy as a pervert without even having credibility. As this matter went on to the court, the accused was held innocent. Now, a couple of days back, when I was browsing my Instagram feed, and one of my friends sent me a text. I opened it, and it was a post by a girl where there was this one 17-year-old kid who committed suicide just because a false screenshot had been circulated by some random girl on Instagram blaming him of sexual harassment. The girl not only deactivated her Instagram but also deactivated his life. So now, coming back to this present controversy, we have a lot of intellectuals involved in the social media trial of this case. I just have one question for them, and whether the said screenshot in question are really genuine enough in today's technological advancements, or whether the said act in question was just another motive to extract their personal vendetta. That's what I leave for you guys watching this video to decide. Use your think properly and choose wisely, because I'm just a small YouTuber. I would like to conclude by saying, let the law decide and come up with its course of action. That's it.